the Stars and Stripes, borne aloft by the wonders of science and the spirit of freedom. Wherever danger issues a mighty challenge, the Liberty Flyer will go. These are the tales of the Liberty Flyer. This episode's excitement is brought to you by Treadwell Tires. Traction you can count on. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, Rotwang, ever-faithful automaton assistant, was compelled to betrayal by the siren song of the devious Iron Storm. The mechanical man overpowered Eli Franzblowski, stole his beloved airplane Vina, and worst of all, made off with the Zambulan shards, the source of the Liberty Flyer's feats of science. If they should fall into the hands of the Red Baron, hope for the free world would be lost. We rejoin our heroes now in the Liberty Flyer's infirmary, where Eli is receiving some much-needed, if not much-wanted, care.
Alvis, I'm fine. That rusty traitor only got one good hit in. Really, if I hadn't been so focused on Vina, I'd have given him what for.
Oh, only one good hit, he says. Eli, your head's got more lumps than the Appalachian Mountains. Now sit still while I look at you.
Well, I say we stop sitting around and find that infernal machine. Why aren't we out there searching? There can't be that many rooms on this ship. Now I'll take the upper floors, and you take... Oh, why is the room spinning?
Oh my! I tried to warn him. Laura, help me get him back onto the exam table.
Seems he doesn't remember Rotwang stealing his airplane. Maybe best we don't...
He did what?
Tell him yet?
I swear when I get my hands on that no-good, low-down, dirty little thief, I'll take him apart and turn him into a toaster oven.
Eli, you don't mean that. Rotwang doesn't know what he does. Oh, my poor mechanical manservant. Why would you run away from home?
Now, Mannheim. We'll catch Rotwang soon enough. Has he shown any indication where he's going yet?
Well, we've been chasing him with the teletransmitterscope since he got away. He's led us clear across the Indian subcontinent. Without a shard as a power source, the reserve fuel will deplete soon.
India? Of course! I know where he's going. Mount Everest. It's right here on this map.
The one you picked up in Algiers?
Yes, it's definitely related to ancient Zambula somehow.
Mount Everest, huh? In my plane? Huh. There's only one place he could be going. Lukla Airstrip.
Looks like we better put on some layers. We have arrived at Lukla Airstrip, the most remote outpost in Nepal. This small, isolated town is the last port of call for any who would dare scale the mighty Mount Everest. Most never return. To date, nobody has ever ascended its highest peak and lived to tell the tale.
The native Nepalese call it Sagarmartha. They say its slopes are a sacred place, and it is paramount to keep pure thoughts while in its vicinity.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm thinking purely of finding that no-good robot. Say, that's Vina. That's my plane over there! Hey, you! Get away from my plane! I'll knock your block off!
Already he's threatening the locals. Eli, wait!
Please, sir, I don't know anything about a theft.
You surely don't, or else I'd knock your block off!
Eli, enough! This poor man doesn't know anything.
You're right. Sorry, old chum.
Your friend is mad, Dr. Sinclair.
Only where his beloved airplane is concerned. But please, you must tell us what you can about the man who flew this plane. It's most important that we find him.
I was hoping you could tell me. The whole town has been on edge about it. This plane landed a few hours ago fighting strong winds. It was nearly blown right into the control tower. I don't know how the pilot executed such a landing and lived. Any other man would have crashed. Then again, after what I saw next, I am not certain he was a man at all.
But the pilot! Where did he go?
He was covered head to toe in furs. His feet sank unnaturally deep into the snow like he weighed a ton. Without speaking a word to anyone, he set out towards Sagarmartha. I warned him it was a 7 days trek. I shouted that there had been frequent unnatural storms in the mountains lately, and he would never make it without any supplies. I thought perhaps he might wish to stay at my lodge. Then he turned to face me. When I saw those eyes, red, glowing demon's eyes, I staggered back in horror, and he vanished into the fog.
Rotwang! Climbing a mountain and still under the control of the Iron Storm.
We've got to catch up to him before he brings those shards to the Red Baron.
But we'll need a tracker, and where can we find a guide at this hour?
Ha! If my travels have taught me anything, there's just one place we gotta go. The local watering hole.
Eli, are you sure about this?
Sure, I'm sure. Duck your head, Alvis.
Oh. Thanks, Eli. Who threw it?
That man across the room, with the eye patch, looks like he's none too happy with those 6 other men.
Oh, so you want to quit, eh? After all I've done for you. What's the matter? A little snowfall got you tucking your tail between your legs and scampering off to mommy?
You're mad, Chape. There is no Yeti, and we're done looking for it on that frozen mountain. Even the locals are spooked by these blizzards, and we're done risking our skins.
No Yeti? Cowards! Weaklings! I say when the hunt is over. Not you! Me!
No, we're leaving. And we want the pay you promised first.
That's right. Money? There is no money, you imbecile. We haven't found the Yeti. No Yeti, no money.
You owe us. Big time.
You want what I owe you? Sure. Here it is.
I see how it is. You want to fight a Chape? Well, you got one. Get him, boys! Take this!
I think we found our man.
Him? Are you sure?
I've never been so sure of anything in all my life. Look at him. He's hopelessly outgunned, and he's still giving those guys a licking.
Come on. I could do this all day. I'll take you all day.
He's certainly scrappy. And, oh my! Are you sure he's still alive?
That's your problem, Hercule. You just don't know when to give up. Let's go, fellas. I'm sick of this place.
Well, if that's our man, we're gonna have to get him standing first.
Help me get him to the bar.
I don't need your help.
Barkeep, a stiff one for my pal. On me.
Easy, my friend. Up on the stool we go.
Howdy there, mister. How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
Close enough. You know, I like your spunk, and it just so happens I'm looking to sponsor an expedition up the mountain. I couldn't help but overhear you're in need of funds for your Yeti hunt.
Don't talk to me about the Yeti.
But you sounded so gung-ho to find it a minute ago.
I was gung-ho a month ago. Now, I'm just drunk and alone. For 10 years, I have stalked wild game all over the world. This may be the first beast to truly elude me. Now I'm out of money, out of friends, and out of luck.
My friend, you may be drunk, but I assure you, you are not alone. My party and I need to get up that mountain. Blizzards or no. We need someone who knows the slopes. Take us with you, and you can hunt to your heart's content.
Oh? And tell me, why do you want to go up the most dangerous mountain in the world in the middle of the worst storm season we've ever seen? Got a death wish?
Haha, I'm glad you asked. We're after a creature only a master hunter could track. He doesn't eat, he doesn't rest, he's smarter than any animal, and we gotta catch him before he gets away.
Is that true?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that. Rotwang could operate for days without recharging, but by now, his energy reserves must be running low, unless he diverted power from his...
Nanheim, please. It's true, Mr. Ashape. We are hunting a robot, and we need...
A robot, huh? Have your fun somewhere else. I don't play games.
It's no game, my friend.
Who says we're friends?
Perhaps another drink can do the talking.
Fine. Bartender, another double. Charge the American, huh?
That's the spirit. Now listen, pal. You may not believe that we're really hunting a robot out there, but I'm giving you an opportunity to hunt your Yeti at the same time. You got no crew. What have you got to lose? Great! We start first thing tomorrow morning.
It's day 6 of our journey through the Highlands, listeners. The cold wind and the thin air are beginning to get to everyone's heads, but fortunately, we're well supplied, courtesy of some local providers. For the past week, we've crossed mighty gorges on the suspension bridges and wound our way up dramatic hills. The countryside is populated by friendly goat and yak herders, leading their animals up and down the most incredible slopes for water. Above us, prayer flags sway in the wind. We're just beginning to rise above the tree line now, and things are getting colder and snowier.
The chill wind is getting stronger. A storm is forming over the mountain. We need to pick up our pace.
Looks like the Iron Storm certainly doesn't want any visitors.
What could they be doing here? Why wouldn't Rotwang have flown straight to the Baron's airship?
I don't know, but I'm certain it has to do with that mountain. Something the Zambulans left there, the last untouched place on Earth. Something the Red Baron badly wants.
Speak of the devil, it's snowing already. Everyone bundle up. Don't forget to drink the spirits I packed. All right, everyone. Let's stop here. I want to set up a shot.
Eli, that's the 4th time today. You can't even see the mountains in this whiteout.
I want to capture the rugged look on your face. Man against nature. Push to the limit.
This has lost us enough time. We need to move on.
Mr. Ashape, surely you appreciate the need to document this momentous journey.
I certainly don't need to appear in a silly American film.
So you think my pictures are silly, do ya? Well, I've done and seen things you wouldn't believe. I went mano a mano with a man-eater of Karatu.
I shot the man-eater of Karatu. You are the tourist here. I am the guide. Wait. Something was walking here. Yes. We found the trail.
The storm is relenting. My word. The snow-capped peaks of the mighty Himalayas extend before us for miles. Mountains upon mountains, slopes beyond slopes. They seem to be endless, listeners.
The storm has raged for weeks. And it dies now?
You, historian, your binoculars.
Here. A simple please would have been...
I've got him.
Rotwang?
The Yeti. Just over that rise.
At this distance, you could be seeing a snow leopard.
I know what I saw. It's the Yeti. At long last, I have my quarry.
Wait. Do you hear something?
A plane is coming. Could it be the Iron Storm?
Wait a minute. That's the spirit of St. Louis. It's Charles Lindbergh. He's escaped. Over here, Charlie, we're here.
If the Iron Storm was the source of this blizzard, why would it be that now that Lindbergh has escaped?
He's passing overhead now. Down here. Do you see us, Charlie?
Is something falling out of the plane?
Oh no, it's a bomb. It's a bomb. Get down!
I knew it. The Iron Storm has used Lindbergh's plane to lure us into a trap.
But he missed us.
He didn't miss. He caused an avalanche!
No!
Will our heroes emerge from the snowbank, or will the slopes of Mount Everest become their icy tomb? Stay tuned and find out. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Now, come on, pal. We all got places to be. What are you doing? Wait, where am I? Why is it so bright? What is this?
Greetings. I am Saint Peter.
Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, monkey trumpets, that crash must have killed me.
Just give me your name and I'll give you your harp.
Well, I'm John Cunningham.
Cunningham? Ah, yes, here you are. Why, sir, This says you were using Treadwell tires on your automobile. Is that true?
Well, yeah, I just had them installed last week.
Well then, sir, there's been a mistake. Thanks to the excellent traction of Treadwell tires, you survived that little crash. You don't belong here. I'll return you to Earth immediately.
Wow, gee, I sure am glad I went with Treadwell.
Right you are. With Treadwell tires, you don't need to drive safely. That's Treadwell tires, available at your local automobile dealership. And now back to the program.
Where am I? Where's my recorder?
You are at the monastery of Tangboche. You are safe.
A monastery? But then where are...
Your friends are safe as well.
You mean you dug us out of that avalanche?
No. The fury of Sagarmartha carried you to our doorstep. A lucky thing. We pulled you inside, frostbitten and frozen.
Then we are in your debt.
There is no debt. To refuse a traveler here is akin to murder. Come, your friends are already awake. Tea will warm you up and treat altitude sickness.
Laura, you're awake!
We had nearly feared the worst, Fräulein.
Haha, boy, am I glad to see you.
Likewise. I can't believe we ended up here. It's downright miraculous.
The monks said we just turned up on their doorstep. But this monastery is uphill from our previous position. Somebody must have carried us.
Well, whoever it is, we owe them one.
Hello, I am Tenzing, the head monk. I hope you are recovering, my friends. Tangboche is open to you for as long as you need.
We are very grateful, Master Tenzing. I am Dr. Alvis Sinclair, and these are...
You are Dr. St. Clair? The monks of Kindo Baja spoke highly of you.
They have? Well, that's great. Are they well?
Yes, though in hiding. Our Prime Minister does not appreciate the wisdom of the Buddha, as you know.
Yes, it's tragic. But I'm glad they're safe.
They spoke of a wise man. To be honest, I expected someone older.
Master Tenzing, please. We must find my lost manservant, Rotwang. Dr. Sinclair's map might be the only clue we have.
A map? Let me see.
Ah, yes. We found this map in the Casbah of Algiers, but it appears to depict the Himalayas. We believe the man we're following is on this trail here.
These are strange markings. I've never seen them before.
But this is a map of Sagarmartha, isn't it? He must be going somewhere around the base of the mountain. There must be something he's looking for, and this map points the way.
I'm sorry, but we cannot help you. Please, stay and recuperate. I recommend you go back to Lukla in the morning.
Go back! We can't go back. We're looking for...
Eli, if they don't know, they don't know. Thank you, Master.
You may go to any room in the monastery except that room.
What's in that room?
It is for meditating monks only. We only ask that you respect our privacy while you are guests here.
Of course. Thank you.
Master Tenzing, where is our guide, Mr. Eschape?
The Frenchman? He is in the relic shrine. He is fascinated by our sacred relic. He hasn't left the room in hours.
Relic?
Yes, our Yeti skull, of course.
Mr. Eschape, are you all right in here? My word, the teeth on that skull.
I was so close. I had the beast in my sights. Next time, it's not getting away. I will have my trophy even under 100 feet of snow.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, why is the killing of exotic beasts so important to you?
So I can answer the question that has plagued mankind since we first picked up a sharpened stick. Who rules this earth? Man or nature?
The people we're fighting have a weather machine. I think the question is settled.
Don't be so sure. Your fancy mechanical luxuries only shield you from facing the foe head on.
They also mind control gorillas.
There you guys are. We gotta discuss our next move.
The monks know nothing about the map, and they haven't seen Rotwang either. They keep pleading with us to turn back.
I think they are hiding something.
What? That's ridiculous.
I think Ashapi might be right. These guys might not be telling us something.
Perhaps the monks are telling the truth. But we can't go back. We must press on and find Rotwang.
And the Yeti is still out there, somewhere.
And the plane attack proves the Iron Storm is here. They must have led Rotwang here for some nefarious purpose.
What chills my bones is, it was Charlie Lindbergh's plane that bombed us.
All right, it's settled then. We must press on, even against the advice of our hosts.
Once more onto the breach, then. I'll see you all in the morning. It's just past midnight, listeners. The altitude is giving me a headache, and I've given up on sleeping. The monastery feels alive with the creaking of the ancient wood, and the incense hanging in the air lends a sense of the sacred to these hallowed halls. I wish someone else was awake to experience this eerie tranquility. Wait. Perhaps someone is.
Hello, Laura.
Mannheim, why are you by yourself on this balcony? You'll catch a Why, it's beautiful! The starlight alone is enough to make out the breathtaking mountain vista.
I couldn't sleep, thinking about Rotwang. After that mummy attacked him in England, I swore I'd never leave him alone again. Now, he's run away on a frozen mountain, right into the hands of my enemies. What will become of him when they don't need him anymore?
I'm sorry I don't have an answer for you, Mannheim, but I swear I will do everything in my power to help bring him back.
Danke, Laura. Now, get some sleep. I'm going to stay here a while.
Poor Mannheim. Rotwang is like a child to him. How can I sleep
When
knowing...
was this offering left out?
Fully a
Wait.
week ago.
Who's
Everything is
that?
Frozen solid, the grain spoiled. Nothing has been taken. Perhaps the supplies were not needed.
They've never rejected an offering before. Something is wrong. I fear this tells a grave story.
Do you think the outsiders have something to do with it?
I don't know, but the sooner they leave, the better. We cannot let them discover the... What's that noise?
My recorder!
These halls are creaking in the wind.
I suppose so. But still, we must be vigilant. What? At this hour, in a storm? Who could that be?
Puny human! Tell us where the Liberty Flyer crew is!
I don't know what you...
Search every room!
I smell apes.
There's one! Grab him!
The hunt is on!
He's shooting at us! Take cover!
What's going on out here? Oh my god!
Guerrilla troopers, let's show them what for!
No, there's too many of them!
Friends! In here! Quick!
The Forbidden Room! Is that...
It seems I must set aside my apprehensions and trust you. If you really are Alvis St. Clair, I know you will help us.
That map on the wall. It looks just like yours, Alvis.
Yes, in truth, I recognize it immediately. But we had sworn we would never reveal the secret to outsiders.
There's one difference here. This symbol, and these topographic values... That must be...
The doorway to Zadarga, lost city of the Zambulans.
I knew it! I knew they weren't all...
Open up! There's nowhere to hide!
There is a trap door here. I will distract him. Now go!
Open up or I will pulverize your skulls!
Go! Save Tenbuche! Save Zambula!
We will not fail you, Master Tenzing.
Go!
Braving a blizzard by day is bad enough, but doing it at night? This is suicide!
We have no choice. We have to reach this point on the map before the Iron Storm catches up to us.
But how can we see where we're going in this storm?
I have your robot's trail. Following it is the only way. Hurry, before the snow sweeps away the tracks.
It's been hours. We can't carry on much longer like this. We'll freeze.
Not if I can help it.
Hurry, please. The tracks are very faint now.
Wait a moment. These footprints, they don't look like Rotwang's boxy feet. There are claw marks at the front.
You filthy liar! You've been tracking the Yeti, not Rotwang!
You hired me. My price is that beast. You knew that when we started. We chase your robot after.
You traitor! Abandoning my poor manservant to his fate!
His fate was always the same.
You're mad, Ashape.
The world is mad. If man can play God with the weather, I can find that Yeti.
We'll freeze to death on this barren slope.
No, we won't. Look, the snowfall is less horizontal over that way. There must be a peak blocking the wind. It's the closest thing to shelter we're gonna get.
Go that way if you want. Get lost in the snow. I shall have my quarry.
Be my guest.
It's so close. The hunt is on.
Our guide is gone. I can't even see him anymore.
We don't need him. This way.
Look! A red light in the distance! Oh, it's Rotwang! We found him!
If I'm reading this map correctly, that light is exactly where we want to go. It can't be a coincidence. Look, it's a cave. We're saved!
Let's waste no time then!
No! No! Rotwang!
What's happened? Oh no, Rotwang!
He's all smashed up.
It's a tragic and heartbreaking scene, listeners. A robotic comrade is lying beaten and broken on the cave floor. The icy walls are illuminated only by the faint glow of his red eyes. What could have done this to him?
The Yeti, maybe? Look, there's fur all over the place.
No, this fur is white and black. From a silverback gorilla. Probably multiple silverback gorillas.
He gave them the shards. Then they smashed him up and dumped him. Animals! At least he went down swinging. Look, he's got one of their helmet doohickeys in his grabber.
That confirms it. This isn't a Yeti's lair. It's the Iron Storm's hideout.
Begging your pardon, Laura, but I think this is the Yeti's lair. It's blocking our exit!
Tune in next time for the thrilling season finale of Tales of the Liberty Flyer. Tonight's episode featured the talents of Rissy Dollins as Laura Lamour, Nicky Shane as Eli Franzblowski, Josh Pinkowski as Dr. Alvis Sinclair, Mark Scoggins as Mannheim Munsterberg, Jeremy Carter as Hercule Echappe, Rishi Aria as Master Tenzing, Angel Castillo as the monk, Matt Shuster as the local man, and Noel Cox as the Yeti. The show is created and written by Drew Franzblau and Chris Nebergall, with music by Bobby Brader. Thanks for listening, and remember to keep your eye on the skies for the Liberty Flyer.